So, what is situational irony and how do you recognize it? A convenient way to think about situational irony is to imagine a fire hydrant on fire. Why is this so? This is because situational irony occurs when what most people would expect to happen is the opposite of what actually happens. In the case of the fire hydrant, one would expect it to play a key role in helping to put out fires. Thus, when we see a fire hydrant on fire, we would feel shocked as this is an unexpected sight that is contrary to our expectations. Therefore, situational irony occurs when what most people would expect to happen is the opposite of what actually happens. So far, we have only talked about situational irony in real life. What about the use of situational irony in literature? Let us now examine how it can also occur in the stories we read. In the children's story, The Ugly Duckling by Hans Christian Andersen, a mother duck realizes that one of her eggs is different when it takes longer than usual to hatch. When the little bird finally emerges from its shell, the family of ducks realizes that it looks very different from all the other ducklings. As a result, the little bird is bullied by all its siblings, and even other animals make fun of its ugly looks. Based on what we have read so far, what are some expectations of what might happen to this little duckling? Given how the other animals have treated the ugly duckling badly because of its looks, it is reasonable to expect that the little bird would be mocked and abandoned. However, what actually happens at the end of the story is that the little bird realizes that it is not an ugly duckling at all, because it eventually grows up to be a beautiful swan, which is admired for its looks. Hence, when what actually happens is the opposite from what we initially expected to happen, situational irony occurs. So now, take some time to reflect. How does the situational irony in this story make you feel? One possible emotion you might have felt could be surprise at the ugly duckling's miraculous transformation, or gladness and relief when the ugly duckling finally finds a sense of belonging after being lonely for a long time. Hopefully, you're now able to recognize situational irony with this simple formula: when what you expect to happen is the opposite of what actually happens. The next time you encounter situational irony, reflect on how it makes you feel about the story and its characters. Goodbye!